If you've been driving around recently, you may have noticed something. At first it probably didn't even register. But as you continue along this particular stretch of new carriageway, it dawns upon you. There are no trees. And all that indicates there should be are the plastic protectors strewn along the grassy knolls. We're not talking about hundreds or even thousands of trees here. National Highways has now admitted that over 500,000 trees have died. Those trees were meant to replace those destroyed during construction. If done right, planting like this can serve an important role in capturing carbon from the atmosphere and improving air quality. Yet what should have been a success of modern construction soon went south, and when a local councillor started to ask questions, National Highways blocked any attempt to understand what had happened. But, like with most cover-ups, the truth found its way out. So to understand what's really going on, stick around as Jonas takes it on. Opened in 2020, the upgrade to the A14 between Cambridge and Huntingdon cost £1.5 billion. Its aim was to provide much needed capacity to combat congestion and improve safety. To achieve this, many existing mature trees had to be destroyed. One of the requirements of this construction was that new trees had to be planted to replace them. In total, 850,000 saplings were planted. Yet, just 3 years later, Sky News was able to obtain an internal review that revealed an unusually high fatality rate. In fact, more than 2/3 had died. Yet if they were well looked after, then over 90% should have survived. And whilst extreme heat was one of the reasons provided, this report was prior to last year's record temperatures. That means the current figure is likely a lot higher. The problem is that this information only came to light because of leaked documents. One local councillor had been chasing the matter repeatedly, even going as far as a Freedom of Information request. But National Highways refused to acknowledge what people could plainly see with their own eyes. To find out why there has been so much focus on tree planting, we need to step back a number of years. In the run-up to the 2019 general election, political parties tried to outdo each other, pledging to plant astronomical amounts of trees. These plans proposed planting as many as 2 billion trees by 2040. In the end, it was the Conservative Party that won the election, with a pledge of 30 million trees per year. Currently, it is running at less than half that promise. But planting trees isn't of any value if they don't survive. The chair of the Forestry Commission, Sir William Worsley, provides some useful insight. Put simply, not enough emphasis is being placed on tree care. In terms of all other forms of land use, nothing compares to the carbon capture capacity of tree planting. But without adequate management, we risk only contributing more to the problem. To put things in perspective, the UK is estimated to have around 3 billion trees, and it should be noted that those trees aren't all distributed evenly, as Scotland accounts for almost half of that figure. Many local authorities want to do their part to support tree planting, which is often part of a broader push to tackle climate change or improve air quality. Unfortunately, they usually lack the resources to protect and care for these trees. Many also don't track how many trees survive, meaning that it's hard to quantify what impact these schemes are actually having. Yet to qualify for government grants, trees lost within 3 years are required to be replaced. Accusations have been made that tree planting is simply a way to show off an authority's green credentials. As it stands, replanting will begin in October, with 162,000 trees already on order. And lessons have been learned. The new trees will have better tree guards, use more mulch to hold water, and have improved topsoil. But at a cost of £2.9 million, that's an expensive lesson to learn, and one that you and I as taxpayers will be paying. So next time you hear politicians falling over themselves to plant more trees, make sure you're not blinded by the numbers. Look at how they're going to plant them and what they're going to do to support them. Challenge them to do better. That way, when you're out driving, you may just have a better view. It's easy to get disheartened when you hear stories like this, but it's not all doom and gloom. For those of you who want to do more, the National Trust has a Plant a Tree programme which seeks to plant and establish 20 million trees by 2030. It selects trees based on native species and their suitability for existing ecosystems, whilst more ornamental trees may be selected when restoring historic landscapes. It suggests a donation of at least £5, though any amount is accepted. It has already attracted major donations, including £4 million from HSBC UK. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Please note that none of this content was sponsored and I've made every effort to be as objective as possible, but there's always room for improvement. So if you've got any ideas as to how I could improve my future videos, please comment below to let me know. And who knows, maybe one of your suggestions will end up being my next video as Jonas takes it on.